on OT 360. We talk with local race car driver Justin Bolton, who packed his bags for North Carolina in pursuit of his dreams. That's coming up on Open Throttle 360.
Committing yourself to racing obviously requires a lot of personal sacrifice. Pretty much eating, sleeping, and breathing the local race circuit. Sometimes it even means uprooting and leaving home to dive into where the competition is as good as it gets.
Hi, I'm Justin Bolton. I'm 19 years old, originally from Greensburg, Pennsylvania, and about a year ago I moved down to Charlotte, North Carolina, and now race late model stock cars at Hickory Motor Speedway. I go to UNC Charlotte and I study mechanical engineering in their motorsports concentration. Really, ever since we started racing in go-karts, I've looked at, what my future could be. I've really focused on, the motorsports part of it. Working on the cars is kind of my plan B, but I just enjoy being around the tracks and being around the cars, being in the shop and being around people in racing that I can relate to. Yeah, a lot of people would assume that it'd be a tough decision to, move away from home and go down to Charlotte, North Carolina, by myself and try and be on a team or a driver or whatever you have of it. Honestly, it wasn't really that hard for me to do. For me, it was kind of just my passion and, what I've always wanted to do. Hickory Motor Speedway, being there for 60 plus years, definitely is an honor to be able to race there with all the NASCAR champions and people in the Hall of Fame that have raced there and won there. It's just such a privilege to run a track with such character and everything else, between the bumps on the track to still stopping for funerals. And they've done that all along in their whole history. Really the only ritual that I have, we take a picture before the race with, something of Hickory in the background, and that's always seemed to give us some kind of luck. It's usually at the same spot every week, so we end up having 30 of the same pictures at the end of the season. It sounds silly, but having the experience in the rain, it definitely improves myself as a driver. But there's some people out there that can't do that. Once they lose their focus, they're done for the rest of the night. So being able to, lose that focus and then come back, it definitely helps me as a driver mentally. Yeah, the iRacing.com motorsport simulation is really used as a training tool for most drivers. They've laser scanned practically all the Sprint Cup Series tracks on there now. You can go to Daytona, like Dale said, he'll be expecting a bump into turn one, and then he'll go down to turn one and he'll feel that bump exactly like it is in real life. So we can't go to the track every day and test and test and test. That'll cost way too much money and just tires and stuff like that. But on iRacing, it's free. I come home from school and I'll test a cup car at, whatever track, wherever we're coming from. And, that'll usually take up most of my night. The future for myself in racing is, definitely dependent on marketing partners and everything like that. We've had a great connection with Chanel at Best Western, and they've come on board to help us for this season, and it's been a huge honor to carry the Best Western logo week in and week out. Well, different from most 19-year-olds, just from the fact that, I'm able to have a passion for something and not only have that passion, but be able to go out there and, do it. It kind of falls back on, my parents. They've supported me a bunch through all of this. I feel like right now, I am living my dream right now because of, just being able to go to a racetrack and, hop in a car that's capable of winning races. And, not only that, but to do it at such a historic place like Hickory Motor Speedway, that's not only an honor, but it's just, eye-opening as to what an experience this is.
Tom, watching the Justin Bolton piece, I give huge props to anybody who's so determined to chase their dream that they're willing to uproot and leave their home and family and friends all at a chance of hitting the big time.
Well, he may have left home, but I guarantee you his family and friends, they were with him every step of the way.
Yeah, I know they are. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Open Throttle 360. We'd like to know what you think of the show. Send us an email at info@openthrottle360.com.
And as always, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, and keep sending us your GoPro footage so you too can be part of the show. Trip, you know why a chicken coop has 2 doors?
If it had 4, it'd be a chicken sedan.
Yeah.
Special thanks to Dan Fowler at Fast Company for hosting us today. We'll see you next time.